first thing I tell you is this program is not the same. It's not the same as anything else that I've seen out there before. It's a no-brainer to invest into this type of language and tangible things that you can do to implement into your program or into your practice tomorrow. It's an amazing program that I've just never seen put into a workbook like this before, that you can actually take back with you, and for the next 12 weeks focus on changing your entire practice around.
By implementing a lot of the things you take away here, you're going to be much more efficient with your practice, you're going to be able to work less with better results, and all around just make your whole lifestyle much less stressful.
And it actually gives you tangible results that you can take back to your practice. I've been in many programs that are really high energy and they make you feel really good afterwards, but then you go back and you're like, well, how can I implement this into my practice? And you're just overwhelmed with so much information, and then it dies off 3 weeks later. And this one really gives you a steady program and regiment that you can implement afterwards, and it breaks it down individually to you.
This program is different than a lot of the other programs we've seen because of the way that Carl and Jason have developed effective ways to communicate and reprogram the way that we have discussions with our clients.
And it breaks it down to a psychological understanding of how people operate. And for me, I think that's extremely important because we never think about that. All we do is hard charge trying to make a sale, and if we understand why people do what they do and why we do what we do, it's going to help us better understand our clients and get to the close.
In terms of changing your practice, this program gives you all types of ideas, 63 different kinds of ideas on things that you can do to tweak your own program so that your practice can get to the next level. And so there's no limit of content that you can change, and part of it you might already be doing, but there's a lot of stuff that you're not, that you should be, because the highest producers in the game are using it, and you should be too.
If you seriously want to be a professional financial planner, this is a must-have for a lot of different reasons, but a lot of it is through being authentic and genuine with your clients. I think it's very different. It deals with the psychology on how people think and allowing them to get to the point of making decisions that are most important for their plan and their future.
And all I can tell you is that it's an absolute no-brainer. The $1,000, I mean, it is small pennies upon pennies for the dividends that this is really going to yield to my practice in the grand scheme of things.
Not only is the client acquisition process going to become more efficient, but I also believe that the actual 10-3-1 process that we've been ingrained with can actually be improved significantly through this type of program.
You're getting to hear from, obviously, icons within the industry as a whole talk about their actual language, what they do on a regular basis with their clients, and then have those reinforcements within the program to go back home, be able to implement it yourself with your team, with your clients, to propel your own practice to success.
I really liked Carl's top 20 golden nuggets to do, and making that list, and that always thinking, is this moving the client forward? Is this something that will lead to revenue generation? And then I also, on the flip side of that, I liked his top 10 things not to do during a close or discovery meeting, because it's just taking time and it's not being productive and it's not moving the client forward.
I think it's going to reduce the amount of time that I need to spend with a new client to bring them on board into the program. And second of all, it's going to help us design a plan and implement it that's going to be most impactful for them.
It's nearly impossible to actually retain everything that you learn from a live session, so being able to hop on your laptop, throw in the DVD, watch it over again and again and again, maybe even rewrite down some of the notes you missed the first time, you're going to be able to have a much easier time implementing this into your actual practice.
This is definitely going to increase my client acquisition rate. I think on multiple levels, and I think it's going to do that just by really giving me the tools that I need to have the client sell themselves. I've seen the best advisors do it, but I've never really known how to do it myself. And even watching them do it, you walk away not understanding how I can make that my own. And this is really giving me the tools to do that. And I think there's going to be results that are I can't even see or fathom right now that I'm going to look back to this day and say it was a direct result of this series.
I've never even heard of clients selling themselves. I used to always get exhausted feeling like I had to provide the horsepower to close a client. So you have a big week, you have a lot of clients on one day, and at the end of the day you're exhausted. With this program, you can use different types of language to help the client, first of all, understand what their needs are, but then on top of it, find ways to close themselves in the deal. So at the end of it, they're telling you what they want instead of you telling them what they should do.
I think that this program will absolutely help increase my client acquisition rate by making it much more streamlined, much less stressful, and very concise and easy to have this be something that I can do, implement with my team, and then also with onboarding the actual clients.
If my friends who are all successful financial advisors were wanting to know why to buy this, I'd tell them that if it had one idea that could shorten the sales cycle by three weeks, or could save a client, or could get one better referral, just one, that transitioned into a client, an A+ client, what's that worth to your practice? Not to mention being able to do it time and time again through consistent habitual process, which Jason and Carl have taught us to do.
Get this video and watch it again, and make sure you take notes and write down takeaways. I think taking the nuggets from this video will definitely improve your practice, implementing the ideas and the things that Carl talks about, and all of the presenters. You know, the panel was great as well, will help you improve your practice immensely.